on to GeekGirlCon's Twitch channel. I hope you all have your paintbrushes and drinks ready because we are streaming Paint and Sip today. Woo! My name is Marium. My pronouns are she, her. I'm wearing a dark purple scarf, jeans, overalls, and a black shirt. And I'll pass it on to Janae.
Hello, I'm Janae, pronouns she, her. I have dark glasses with my hair up in a high bun, and I am wearing a crimson or maroon colored sweatshirt. And I will pass it to Emerald.
Oh boy. Hello, my name is Emerald. My pronouns are she, her. I have a big pink scrunchie in my hair, and I have glasses and a white shirt that has unicorns on it.
Awesome. And I'm Prime. Hello, pronouns she, her. I've got red hair. I'm wearing a gray hoodie. And I'm on the Twitch team. Yay.
To start our first stream, I have an icebreaker question for everyone. What is your favorite plant flavored drink? Who wants to go first?
Oh man.
I can go first. I
Yeah.
think I would say mint lemonade.
That's a good one. That's so refreshing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds really good, at least for the next few coming weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll jump off of that one because that sounds really good. But also, I like a good cucumber lemon water.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At work, they used to do. Oh, go ahead, Janae.
Oh, sorry. I really just like the hibiscus LaCroix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hibiscus is a great flavor.
It is. I feel like it's so underutilized too.
Well, and people sometimes it's hard to get a good hibiscus flavor because it's so strong.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. At work, they used to have I think it was rosemary water, and it was so good. But I would have to go. I'd have to
Challenge
go
accepted.
Yes, it's so good.
Interesting.
It was like nothing I've had before. But my favorite plant-based drink would have to be similar to Marium's strawberry lemonade. Just summer in a cup right there.
Summer in a cup.
The sparkling water. Oh.
No, go ahead.
The sparkling water I'm drinking now is like a strawberry lemonade flavor, and it's making me nostalgic for summer.
Nice. The Katie verse says lavender tea. Welcome, Katie. Good to have you here.
Welcome, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Lavender tea sounds really good. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to show my drink off today that I've prepared.
Let's see.
Oh.
I got it from the Asian store, but here. It's Sailor Mars strawberry flavored carbonated water.
I love that.
That's amazing.
It's so cute.
I kind of went on a binge and I bought all of these Sailor Scouts that were available, and I can show them to you guys right now.
Yes.
I actually prepared. I was like really excited for this.
Nice.
There's Sailor Jupiter, and she's cucumber flavored.
Oh.
This should be Sailor Moon, and she is lychee flavored.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
And then I got Sailor Mercury, and she's pear flavored.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, pear. Okay.
And then Sailor Mars is strawberry flavored. I couldn't find Sailor Venus or Sailor Moon. I've never seen it at their store, so I'm curious to see what flavors they would be.
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Our bubbly
Do you have
water,
a guess?
I would say Sailor Venus might be like maybe citrusy or orange.
Could see that.
I'm not sure about Sailor Mars.
Sailor Moon.
Or Moon, sorry. Yes. Sailor Moon. I'm just so excited to have my drink today.
Fair.
Yeah.
About it.
Our bubbly water here is so boring compared to those.
They are a little more pricey than regular carbonated water or carbonated soda, so it's okay.
Worth it.
I think
Mhm.
occasionally they're worth it.
That's awesome. All right, well, Marium, tell us what we're doing today.
So we'll be making this fun little sunset painting. With little flowers on it. We went with flowers because of our nurturing theme for this month. And then sunsets are one of my favorite things to paint because they're really fun and you could like do a lot with it. You can use the different colors. You can really make it your own. And then I also find sunsets very calming. So
awesome. All right, I'm going to switch it over to the demonstration view so we can get a good look at your workspace here.
okay. I can let everyone know what I have. I have a canvas, but you can also just use regular paper. I have my mixing palette here, but you can literally use paper or any other sort of plastic or hard surface.
Pie
Some
tins.
water.
Ooh, that's smart.
That's very smart. I'm like, oh, I could have saved so much money if I did that. Paintbrushes, but I would also lose the excuse to actually spend money on art supplies.
Now you know if you're in a pinch, if you're in an art emergency, all you have is
an
pie
art
pan.
emergency.
Yeah.
You could probably paint the pan after and make it like a little cute little thing.
Yeah.
I also have a desk fan just to help dry things faster if needed, but I mean that's just always there. It's probably more for decoration than anything else. And then I have a bunch of acrylic paints off to the side where you can't see my poor little paint tubes. And so the colors for this one are very unique, but I'll be showing everyone how to create these colors through some mixing of primary colors. Are we good to start? Or...
I think so.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So first we'll start off with the background. And in order to create the background, we need about 4 different colors. The first one is like a very like aqua green pastel color. Then there's like a yellow orchid color, and then there's like a kind of like a pull down, I would say, or like an orangey rose pink color. Sunsets for acrylic paints, what I like to do is put all the colors on the canvas and then paint and blend them. That's the easiest way to do it because once your colors start drying, they're a lot more harder to blend, and then the colors tend to like stick out in lines rather than blending nicely. So we'll start with the aqua green color. So what I have here is a dark blue. I'm just gonna take some dark blue, squeeze it on there, and then we're going to take a light green. If you don't have a light green, you could take dark green and add some yellow as well. The amount of dark green or amount of green I'm adding is like probably less than a third of the blue. And then we're going to add some white. I think I might have added too much white, but we'll see how that goes. And then I will use my mixing tool, but you can also use a paintbrush to kind of mix the paints together until they're all blended.
Fractal Rainbow says, my favorite painting I've done was a sunset painting. It was my first time doing oil paints. The later attempts at oil painting were not so good. Oh.
Oil's the one I
oil
try to
paints.
stay away from the most. Just confuses me.
I've never tried oil paints. I know that they're a little trickier than like acrylic or watercolors, but I have them, just never used them. So I have my light blue here. I think it's still too white, so I might add some blue. The fun part about mixing colors is that you can just keep adding colors till you are happy with the final color.
Have any of you all watched those like color matching videos?
Yes.
Oh man, those are addicting.
How'd they do that?
Right? It's just shown me how little I understand about color. Like you're trying to make trying to make purple. Why are you adding a yellow? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I actually studied a bit of color theory when I got into art, and I did not understand it at all. But I think I'm starting to get a hang of it since I started watching those videos.
Oh.
Started mixing colors. I was like, oh, now it's like making a little bit of sense.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's always nice when something makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah.
So I learned that if you want to make colors dull, you shouldn't add black to the color you want to dull down. You're supposed to add the color that's on the opposite side of the color wheel. So if it's yellow, then you want to add a little bit of purple. And that dulls it down. But if you add a lot of purple and then you add white, it actually makes a gray color.
Interesting. I feel like I've learned a lot more about color theory by watching Brad Mondo videos. I don't know if anyone watches his hair stuff.
Oh no. Oh.
How much?
Oops.
How much paint should we have at the end of this?
It's like, so you'll have 4 layers. You'd have like this blue-green color. You'd have some white here, some yellow, and then like the pink is in the middle, and then the pattern repeats itself because it's a sunset over water, so it's like a reflection. So whatever colors you have on top, you would want to make sure you have some on the bottom. Okay. But I wouldn't worry about having as much blue at the bottom, because that's where like our flowers will go.
Got it. Okay.
So that's how much paint I have on my canvas.
Is this an acceptable color of greenish?
Ooh,
greenish bluish?
That's pretty. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then if you want to make it like pastel, you can add some white.
Okay.
I might make a little bit more, just in
Bloop.
case.
I feel like I should hold my palette up like a mixing bowl and be like, see, as I mix.
Yeah.
Pretty little green color.
Happy little trees.
Mm-hmm. The Katie versus Brad Mondo convinced me that I could cut my hair during COVID. Bad idea.
Oh no.
Katie, I can relate to you. I cut my husband's hair during COVID. It actually went okay. But ditto, same. Too much confidence.
My dad asked me to shave his hair from the side using his machine.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my first time even touching one of those like electric shaving machines. And I was like, are you sure that's a good idea? He's like, no, do it. Like, what's the worst you can do? I did
Like,
my
just wait. Yeah.
Just wait. He has no more eyebrows to this day.
Yeah.
I shaved off too much of his like side, and then it looked really bad. He's just like stared at me. Like, really? I was like, I told you.
Excuse me, I'm not a
just hair.
professional
It's
barber.
just hair.
He's right. It grows back.
Well, he's already kind of balding, so I don't
Oh
know if it,
no,
really
maybe it
helps.
doesn't.
Yeah. What's the problem? You did him a favor.
Oh.
I don't know how far we are in terms of like getting our green blue pastel color. How's it going?
I've got it down on mine.
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
I made it, but I didn't put it on my canvas yet. Is that?
Okay, that's
Or wait,
fine.
am I?
You can.
Am I waiting for instructions?
I would make all the colors first and then put them on canvas.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
I realized that a little too late, but that's okay. It's okay as long as you didn't spread it over. We can always work with it, and with acrylic paints, you can always build over. So
nice.
No
okay.
worries.
Okay.
The next one is like I have this like yellow orchard color that I'm using, and then I'm just adding a little white. But if you don't have this color, what you could do is just take a regular yellow, and then if you have brown, add like a little bit of brown to it, and then
Like
a little bit of white.
Okay, like a dark brown, or like a light brown.
If you use like a light brown, I wouldn't add white till you mix it to see what the color looks like. But if you have a dark brown, I would add a little bit of white.
What if you have yellow and no brown?
That's what I was going to say.
Well, what other colors do you have?
I have just the primary colors and black and white.
Okay. So I would do yellow. I would do a little bit of blue and red, and a little bit of black, and a little bit of white.
Okay.
So I could try making the colors on screen if you want me to.
Ooh.
To do it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll try to attempt the color matching challenge.
Yeah.
I mean,
so there's
the advice you've given me gave me like this pretty goldenrod color.
Ooh.
So
and then you could just lighten it with more white.
Okay.
Oh, mine looks gross.
Oh no.
It looks like the color of baby vomit.
I would add more yellow and more white to it.
Oh, Vilumia, yeah, we are watching Marium's perspective. And yeah, you're right. If you have primary colors, you do technically have all the colors. However, I do not have the skills to make said colors. That's why Marium's here for us.
Color mixing is like the absolute fun part of traditional painting. Like if you
Yeah, this is really calming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mix it until the colors become as one.
Let's see how this goes for me. I think I might have added too much blue. Yeah. Okay, mine's green. That's not good. It's a nice green.
It's a lovely green. It goes well with that blue.
Yeah, it's like a pistachio green.
I really don't know how to fix this. Maybe some more yellow.
At what point do you just start over, I wonder?
When I have too much paint. No color.
There's no more room.
I mean, like, theoretically, you could just keep adding colors till, like, you get to your desired shade. Ooh, that's too much yellow.
Although sometimes, like, is there ever a worry that if you keep adding colors, like, it ends up, like, when you're, like, plucking your eyebrows, where you're like, oh, just, like, a little, like, one side's not quite even, and then you end up with the really thin 90s brows.
I feel like as long as you're not adding a lot of like white or black, you should be fine. You
should be able to recover.
Like,
okay.
Recover. But adding black and white, it's hard to recover from. Okay, I got orange, maybe. Too much red. Oh, well, I'm almost there. I could probably add some more yellow, and I'd probably be really close. This actually
because that looks like a brown,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so it looks like a almost like a skin tone color.
Yeah, kind of beigey.
Yeah.
Okay.
But more yellow.
Fractal Rainbow says, I'm glad to find out you all go through the same process I do when trying to mix colors. I always find, well, I haven't painted much, but I never like do enough paint, and then I have to try to remix the paint and like mimic the color that I already created, and that always goes poorly.
That's my worst nightmare. It's like, gosh, I like don't remember how I made the paint.
Right? Yeah. Jerry Emma says, I want a clear palette. Yeah, that is really cool.
Okay, I'm like really close to the color I want.
Okay.
Probably would just add a little more yellow to it.
I think I'm gonna end up with a very clown-like sunset, but that's okay. It'll be Picasso inspired.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly? Is it like the primary colors got like a red?
Yeah, it's just gonna be pretty vibrant, not as muted or pastel as I was hoping.
I see.
I mean, just add more white. That's like that would be my solution. But that's okay because like we can actually add white directly onto the canvas when we blend, and it'll help mute down the colors a little bit. But I think I finally got close enough to my orchard color that I wanted.
Okay, mine looks a little like Dijon mustard.
Okay, mine too.
I would add a little bit of like blue and red because blue and red make purple, and if you add purple to that yellow, it's gonna mute it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Make it look like more of like this color.
Okay.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Emerald, did you get close to the color you wanted?
I don't think I can add any more, or I'll run out of white.
That's okay.
It's still kind of baby poo adjacent.
That's pretty good.
But it's closer.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be happy with that.
Yeah.
It's a try, you know. Color mixing is just what it is.
It's a science.
Yeah.
It really is.
For the last one, this one's a little more easier. So it's like red, and I mix a little bit of orange to it. But if you don't have orange, we all know how to make orange.
Yes.
So I would make orange and then add the red.
Okay.
But I'll show what the color looks like first. So I'm gonna do my red.
Orange.
And then orange.
Red. Oop. That was a lot of red.
Wait, how many colors are we making again? 4?
3.
3.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. I thought it was 4 too.
Oh, the fourth one is white.
Okay, that was.
Okay. I already have that made.
Yeah.
Hey, I would be impressed if you could make white from primary colors.
Only with light.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
My yellow has turned into less Dijon and more. I have more of that baby vomit color.
Might maybe add a little bit more yellow to it. Like, what do you have? Like a bright yellow, or do you have like a very?
It's a bright yellow.
Add like just like small amounts of yellow and see if it like improves the color.
Oh wow!
Okay.
My red orange is vibrant.
Same.
Okay, once you get
it looks
that,
like a fire truck.
I would add white.
Yes, white. Lots of white to mine.
Add like white.
Yours
to
is
it.
so
and
pretty.
you don't need
Like white.
Oh no.
you don't need as much white compared to like the other colors to like lighten it.
Okay.
So, but again, you can like make it as light or as dark as you want it to be.
Yeah. I just put a huge blob of white in mine. I read as you said that.
You could pick that white up and set it to the side on your like palette or pan or whatever you're using for your mixing tray, and then you can use that white later.
Okay, super smart. Good save.
Whew.
All right, I got this nice pinky, peachy.
Baby poo adjacent. Dairy Emma says, "Don't ever get a job naming paint colors."
Ooh, maybe we should come out with like GeekGirlCon colors.
That would be fun.
Oh yeah, because you can make your own crayon.
Can
color,
you?
Right?
You can also make your own watercolors, and I've like done a lot of research because I wanted to make mine, especially those iridescent watercolors, those sparkly.
Oh,
those are so fun.
Yeah, but it was like too much work. I was like, I think I have enough art supplies. I'm not gonna invest in more until I've used up a good amount.
That's fair.
It's almost like a
Don't
salmon.
I respect that. Respect that dedication.
If my partner's watching this, don't listen to her.
Hey, well, also the next year I bought an iPad and I switched to digital art. So I think that was like the most expensive purchase, and the sole reason I bought an iPad was for the art.
Nice.
Drawing digitally. So.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you use Procreate, Marium?
Yeah, I love Procreate.
I love it.
I also have started looking into a similar app, but you make vectors. It's called Vectornator or something. It looks similar to icon also looks similar to Procreate, but I have the hardest time trying to understand how to create images because creating vectors is like very different than like illustrations apparently. If you're adding the colors to your canvas, I would add white in between your yellow and blue-green.
Okay.
And then we're almost ready to start the fun part.
I thought mixing the paint was the fun part. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing it.
Hanging out was the fun part.
Blending all the colors to make the sunset is also the fun part.
Yeah,
there's so many fun parts.
There's no not fun part.
Love that for
creating
us.
art.
That's true. Every step is fun.
Exactly. I am excited for this though. Good, I'm ready.
Ready?
Oh,
Janae?
Hold on. Let me put my paints down.
I think Janae is going for like clown. I'm going for like Easter egg. That's what I'm getting vibes from mine.
It's like abstract.
That's okay.
It's gonna be like one of those magic eyes.
Hey, there's different types of sunsets. Like
mine is a sunset on a different planet, maybe.
There you go. I love that. Sci-fi paint and sip. Who knew?
Planet of Emerald. Planet.
And baby poo.
Alien baby poo, though. That could be beautiful. We don't know.
It's true. It could be glittery.
Yeah.
It could turn out really pretty once you blend it. So.
I'm excited.
I hope so, because otherwise this is just a mess.
Hey, and then like we could always paint such that you kind of paint over it, and it's like a very minimum color. So.
Okay. I'm ready if we were waiting for me.
I'm ready too.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Alright, so first we're going to blend the blue and the white, and then the blue and the white at the bottom with the same brush, and then you slowly start blending upwards, but not into the pink, And then do the same thing. So you kind of like work symmetrically towards the center. Does that make sense?
I think so.
I would also wet your, if you're using a brush, you will be using a brush. It's not like you're going to do
Finger painting.
Yeah, finger painting.
But I was thinking of like a knife. If you're gonna do it with a knife palette, but or that paint knife. But if you're doing it with a brush, I would wet the brush a little bit, and I've also like sprayed my paint over with water because I think it was drying out a little bit. But another alternative would just to be wet your paintbrush.
Okay.
Just be faster.
Yeah. And then we're just gonna start painting over the canvas slowly, and then just blend up and down.
Okay.
Ooh. Paintbrush is falling apart.
Oh no.
I'm getting like little bristles. Yeah, it's
Ooh,
fine.
added texture.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like the little extra art bits, right?
Exactly.
Authenticity so that people know that it's a Janae original.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
in
I
like
forgot to do the
500
bottom.
years, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is clearly in the Janae style." You can
Yeah.
see her paintbrush.
That's right.
Yeah.
Janae, circa 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Start moving into the pink.
And you're
I
not
think
like
I have too much paint.
you're not like cleaning your brush off in between sections.
I mean you can wipe your brush off on a tissue paper. I
Okay.
have a lot of paint buildup, and then I'm just gonna wipe that off because then it just makes the colors like really gross.
Got it. Okay. I'm really glad I put newspaper down.
Emerald, when you're blending your pink, I would blend it upwards and downwards. First, so that your pink overshadows your yellow. That if you're not happy with your yellow color.
This is not working out for me.
Oh,
I think I
no.
waited too long. And my paints are dry.
Oh no.
We'll start over. It's fine. I'll go faster.
I believe in you.
You got this. At least you know how to make the colors now, so it should be a little faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That was like a whole 5 minutes ago. She's supposed to remember that?
To the replay.
Yeah.
All right.
You weren't making notes, Janae? I'm disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
We didn't tell us there was going to be an immediate test.
Yeah.
Test of your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think while Janae catches up, we can just wait for this paint to dry. Because we do kind of need it dry for the next step, so.
Okay.
Ugh. There's too much paint on my paper.
If you're blending and you get a lot of paint on your brush, I would just wipe it off and then keep blending.
Yeah.
And that'll help, like, less paint on your paper. That's what I'm doing.
That
right
is,
now.
yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I am doing, but it's like, there's so much. What a waste. Who mixed these? It was me.
Oh no.
I guess this is tolerable.
Volumnia says, been a real challenge cooking dinner in the background with this rampant discussion of baby poo. We're sorry, Volumnia. We're trying to change the subject. Now we're talking about...
It
now
just keeps coming back, though.
It's true. Everyone tuned in just in time to watch paint dry.
Captivating.
I can see why having that little desk fan is probably a pretty clutch piece of equipment.
If you have a blow dryer,
Ooh,
you
even
can also use a blow dryer.
better. I wonder. I have a piece of paper that I'm using as a fan.
That works too. Acrylic usually dries really fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Janae has
I'm just gonna keep
experience.
going over it, scraping off more and more paint, and then it'll dry faster.
That's probably a good idea.
Or I'll ruin my paper. We'll see which happens first.
I got it to a point where I'm scared to touch it now.
Then I wouldn't touch it.
Leave
it.
Yeah.
If it's at a point where you're happy with it, don't touch it. Or else you'll...
Okay.
Yeah.
Regrets!
Okay, I think I'm kind of happy with mine, and I won't touch it anymore.
Watching paint dry.
Ooh,
So fun. Oh yeah. I'm sipping on some cinnamon apple sunset tea.
Ooh, yum.
Ooh.
That sounds delicious.
It's very...
I like how your cup colors are kind of like the colors we used for the first 3.
Oh, look at that. Way to be on theme, Emerald.
Or planned it.
Emerald predicted what colors we would be using.
That's right. So have any of you done one of those art and sips at the studios and such?
No, but I'd love to do one. That sounds so fun.
Hi, Brian.
What's that?
Have you done it at the studio?
No, but I've always wanted to.
Okay, I sense a GeekGirlCon outing in our future.
Yes, that would be so fun.
Right? And we could all add something geeky to them.
I love that idea.
I would want to do something neon, like a neon painting.
Yeah.
Never
That would
tried
be
it,
cool.
but it sounds really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Still looks really shiny, but I feel like it's getting there.
Mine just kind of looks like a layer cake, but it's fine.
Ooh, layer cakes are delicious.
Yeah,
They are.
loves layer cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like a celebration birthday cake.
Cool.
Got like your blue raspberry, a lemon, strawberry layer.
I'm really excited to see everybody's
Nice.
finished product.
I am too. It's just based on that, I am already excited.
Right?
Here's what mine looks like so far, if you're interested.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I really like how vibrant your colors are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it doesn't look like Marium's all soft sunset. Well, my sunset's gonna be a vibrant, in your face sunset, I guess.
Love it. Here, I'll put mine up. It's a little, let's see. There we go. It's a lot heavier on the pink. Oh no.
Oh, I like it though.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, I'm excited. It kind of came together.
Mm-hmm. That can happen sometimes.
Yeah. Who'd think it?
My poor little fan is working overtime. He's not doing anything at all.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Is it gonna be okay if it's not? Because I don't think mine's gonna dry completely anytime soon.
I would give it like another. It's
Little
not
bit of
gonna
time.
dry anytime soon, but I will give it another minute, and then we could probably hop on to the next one. Worst case scenario, we will just improvise and fix it if it's not great.
Okay.
But
Do you want
that's
to
what art is.
know what painting side project I'm working on?
Ooh,
Yes.
I saw this Instagram story about someone who paints pictures of pets, and they do it by they print out a picture and they put it in a plastic
Oh my
sleeve.
gosh. I know exactly
And
what
then
you're
you-
talking about.
Yeah, and then you trace over it with just a washable marker, and then you spray your paper, and then you put it down, and then you have a nice outline that you can basically just color in. So this is the picture, and then I traced it over it with just a marker, sprayed this piece of paper, and then I had a cool
Whoa.
outline. And now I'm
Oh.
coloring in the flowers in whatever rainbow colors I want. Aha!
That looks so pretty.
Oh.
yeah.
So that's my today's side experiment. Here's the other one.
Wow.
Oh, it's sunflower. Oh, it is a sunflower.
Yeah, it's a sunflower.
I
Those
really
are
like how you
beautiful.
colored the petals in different yellows and oranges.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing. I know who you're talking about on Instagram, and I love that person. They've done so many of those like cellophane things that I'm
They're
like,
so cute.
I must try them.
I know. I want to paint my pet. Look at all pop art.
Right? And you know that she makes it look so easy. And I'm sure it's all lies, and that when I was actually do it, it'd be really not that easy. But it makes it feel accessible.
Yeah, she does. It does make it seem like, oh, I could do that.
Right?
But I'm already like, regret.
Okay, I think I am say 60% dry, 70% dry. How's everyone else doing?
I definitely have like streaks that are still very wet, but like the bottom half is actually almost dry.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
mine has some dry areas.
So if you were to put tape over it, do you think the paint will come off?
Ooh. I think it would on mine, except for a few places. But I don't have tape. I just have paper, so it might be okay for everybody else.
Janae, what about you?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. I think we'll just slowly move into the next part. I'm afraid to put tape down on here too, because I feel like I'll just end up taking it off. But let's see. So about halfway point, I'm gonna put tape down. You're supposed to do this when it's completely dry. And this will help us make the horizon a straight line. Next are clouds. Oh boy. Clouds are something I struggle with a lot. But let's see how it goes. So obviously I'm gonna start with white first, and then I need to find a good paintbrush. These are all pointy. Okay. We'll just see where this goes. I'm gonna start with a dry brush. I'm not gonna wet it. I'm gonna just dip it in paint. And then the way I paint clouds, the easiest way I find it is to kind of dab the round brush into the paint, and then just dab it off to the side to get rid of a lot of the paint, and then slowly just make random shapes like this. And I think it's okay if your background starts to blend in with your cloud, because the cloud will have multiple layers of different colors, or multiple layers, so it's fine if it starts to blend in with the background paints.
So you didn't add anything to the white, it's just pure white?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually just start off with white. And usually dabbing it is just gonna prevent it from being completely white when I'm painting the clouds.
Dab, dab, dab.
I think I'll add one more cloud. Olivia like, looks like happy little clouds. And then concentration from everyone. Yeah.
Clouds are
They
hard.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
The less paint you have on the brush, the better. To be honest.
Good to know.
Now when your paint's so wet, it's just all mixing together.
That's okay. That's okay, because then we can just like come back to the clouds later too.
Clouds are see-through in some spots, so you're just seeing,
Yeah.
just see what's behind them. That's cool. It's all cool.
That will actually help make your clouds look like more fluffy.
They'll have more depth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's what they look like.
Oh, nice.
Oh, those are lovely.
Ooh.
They're like happy clouds.
Yeah.
I'll draw a smiley face on them.
And now I'm just going to use the colors or the leftover paint from my background to actually make like the clouds a little darker.
Oh dear.
We're getting complicated.
So this one, we want to kind of do it. You want to leave like the base outline white. And if you imagine a cloud, it has like different dimensions to it, or has fluffiness all around, kind of like a cotton ball. So I this is the part I do struggle with, and I just try to make the darker colors randomly where I would think would make sense. To be honest, I really don't know what I'm doing at this step, so
awesome.
Hoping someone else knows more.
All right.
I think I've given my clouds chicken pox.
Are they a little spotty?
Yeah, they're a little spotty. Just gonna try to cover that up.
I mean, you just use because it's gonna be layered. It's okay. So like the slightly darker color you make, where you have like the empty spaces, you can just fill those up with like a slightly darker color. And that's what I'm trying to do, is that I also have like, I would say, little gaps. And I just try to use the color to fill those in. And my brush is like really dry, just by the way, with like very little paint.
Okay.
this whole drying situation. This is why when I typically do like, oh, I want to paint something. I want to do like I have multiple things in mind so that whilst one thing is drying, I can do another thing
That's so smart.
and then come back to it.
I feel like
It's oh, thank you. It's also a good strategy to have if you have a cat that likes to jump on everything, because once they're interested in one project, you can move on to another one.
Smart cat
until
hacks.
they find you again.
I feel like that's been my mega downfall for so many projects is just lack of patience.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I'll just do it now. It'll be fine.
Exactly.
Then suddenly your clouds are the color of baby poo.
With chicken pox.
Baby poo with chicken pox. New band name, I call it.
Yeah.
Wait, I do not want to call it.
Yeah.
All rescinded.
Once I'm done with my dark color, I'm just gonna take some white again and then make shapes, like round little shapes out of it on the clouds and try to blend the colors so like the dark doesn't look too sharp.
Okay.
What colors did you use for the darkening? I missed that.
I just used the same colors as I used for the sky. And
Okay.
just like a very tiny bit of those colors and mostly white.
Cool.
All right. Oh, Volumnia asks, Marium, did you say what kind of tape you were using?
I'm using kind of like a washi tape, so it's not very sticky, but it's sticky enough to like prevent like most of the paint from seeping through inside or to the other side.
You can use painter's tape too, that blue stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm not done with my clouds, but I think there's something now I can come back to later.
Oh, they look so cute.
I do.
Yeah.
They still feel like need a little bit more work. They look very splotchy, but I'll figure it out later. That's okay. So I'm gonna move on to the next step. And for that one, we're just gonna create a reflection in the water. You know how like kind of the sun makes like these little sparkly like things. It's kind of easy. I would take also like another dry brush. You could use like the flat brush, or if you have a fan brush, it might work better. Actually I might just use my fan brush. But you just slowly take your brush and then in a zigzag motion you kind of bring it down with very little paint on the brush.
Okay. And you're just using white, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could also like mix in some like other color if you want, like the color of the background. But I'm not gonna make mine really dark, so I think I should be fine with a little bit of white.
Okay.
I have a reflection. How's everyone doing?
Okay.
Pretty good.
Let me know when we're ready to move on to the next.
I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too.
Volania's like, I'm not trying to eat my dinner. Paint and sip is a lot harder than sipping.
Yeah. Ugh.
Or she's now trying to eat dinner. Okay. That's okay, Volania. You just get to watch us struggle a little bit.
Or a lot.
I'm using a dark green for the next step, and you could use like a flat brush like this, or you can use the same brush I basically used to make the little white streaks. And then I'm just gonna add paint to it. It shouldn't be wet, and then you want to make sure that there isn't a lot of paint on the brush.
So you're just a purely green.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might make some black into it later, but I want to see how this shade turns out first. Okay, this is not working for me.
I just got paint.
Just want to like pull up from the bottom of the canvas, and pull out. And hopefully it would look a lot better than mine. And it will look like grass.
Oh.
And we're just gonna keep making the layers. So if it's kind of paint like mine initially, just keep at it till it looks like there's like a large patch of grass. Okay, this brush is a struggle. I'm gonna try a different one.
What do you call that brush?
This one?
Because it sounded like you said this brush is scribble.
Oh, a fan brush.
But I'm going to describe all my brushes as scribbles now if they're not doing what I want them to. Sounds like an insult. Oh, that brush is so scribble.
So scribble.
It's only creating scribbles. It's not doing its job. And I'm only doing like a very small part of the bottom. Trying to like build the bottom up. I'm actually now gonna add a little bit of black. Oh, actually, maybe not. I don't want to play with black. Black
The
is
suspense.
not something you can play around with if you're not sure. And then I'm just gonna use a flat brush to create little grass blades.
Oh.
Happy little grass blades enjoying the sunset.
Oh no, I had a spot where I was like, I should go back and fix that, but now I don't know where it was.
Maybe you already fixed it.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. That means it didn't need fixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all fine. It was all in my head.
Okay, making these grass blades is a lot harder than I thought on this canvas. So I'm just like switching between different brushes to see like what's helping.
Yours has so much more dimension than mine. Did you add colors?
No.
Wow.
I started off with like less paint, and then I added like I'm slowly adding more and more paint to my brush, so that the lighter the lighter blades are in the back and they're taller
Okay.
a little bit, and then I'm adding like darker, shorter blades to the front.
I see. Okay.
Clever.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna the grass is just gonna slowly creep up. I keep just making it taller and taller. Soon it's just gonna be a painting of grass.
That's the hard part. I think with the first one, I felt like I made the grass. When I first painted this, I felt like I made the grass way too tall. For this one, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start lower, and then it's like slowly creeping up to being taller
Where
than
it
I wanted it
was,
to be.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I need to stop before my painting is just grass.
Okay. On the bright side,
Yeah.
the flowers can be anywhere on the grass, so I think I'm gonna stop too. Next step are the flowers. So flowers are easy. You can make them any color you want. I would just make them a light color. First, so I think I'm just gonna do a very blue color. Oh, I want to do like a light blue. Ooh, or should I do like a lilac? I'm gonna go for a lilac color. I have purple, and then I'm going to use one of the smaller brushes I have. So the flowers I'm making kind of like honeysuckles. I start the top and then I pull the brush to the bottom and to make like a little like randomly on the grass.
Okay.
If you don't want to make these flowers, you can also make like a petaled flower too. For that, I can show how to make those petal flowers. If I wanted to make like a petaled flower, like, I would make like a little dot for the center and then pull inwards and out. And then we'll come back and color the center in a different color. So, ooh, that's a bit too much. But petal flower. And then if you want to make flowers far away, I would make them in a lighter color and smaller. I think I'm just gonna stick with a 5-petaled flower. fix this.
What color did you guys decide on for your flowers?
I went with purple.
I went with the purple. Yeah.
But
It's classic.
right? Exactly. But it's like a little bit dark, so it's not showing up super well. I know. Mistakes were made.
That's okay. You can, we're going to kind of go over like a different shade on top of them to give them more dimension. So instead of going over like a darker shade, you can do a lighter shade of the same color.
Oh, okay. Nice.
There you go.
Crisis averted.
I remember reading this one book as a kid about this young girl who's trying to paint for something for class. I think she's like trying to paint the sun, but when she paints the sun, it's not a perfect circle, and she wants to start over. But her teacher's like, "Oh no! Like every mistake in art can be like, basically it can be improvised." I'm like paraphrasing here. And she turns her like awkward circle into the moon, and it turns into, instead of like a daylight landscape, it turns into a night landscape. And that's like something I always like keep in mind when I'm painting, and when I try to become too much of a perfectionist. I like over like thinking everything. It's like, oh, it's okay if you make a mistake. Every mistake
it's a new beginning.
Yeah, you might create something even cooler than what you were going for.
Right?
Yeah. And art isn't supposed to be stressful as a hobby, so.
A good reminder.
Gotta let go of your perfectionism.
Right? Jerry Emma asks, anyone want to share their work in progress? I can share mine. Let's see. Here we go.
I can share mine.
I'm pretty happy with how my clouds came out. My flowers are not so great.
Oh, your clouds look so good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was just looking out a window.
Oh. Also, if you're interested, I also have paint on my mouse and on my mouse pad and on my desk.
I have paint all over my hands.
I got paint on my desk. There's some on my hands. Yeah, here's mine so far.
Oh, I love your flowers.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Okay. So once you get like your flowers kind of like face down, you can add like the center. I might go for like a red color. Maybe I should do like brownish red, but if I change my mind, I'll fix it later. Add the centers. And then to give the flowers more dimension, if you have like really dark flowers, you can use a lighter color, and if you have like really light flowers, I would use a darker color. And can be like of the similar shade. So what I do is I add like more paint to the current color I have to make it darker or lighter.
Okay.
And then I just add in, make the petals a little like randomly a little bit darker. up some of the flowers, but oh well.
Same.
I think I have too many
Yeah.
flowers. I just keep adding them. It's the grass situation all over again.
See,
Yeah.
this is why I was like, oh, vase, flowers in a vase. Oh, I don't know if I can like actually paint that really well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Barely paint random flowers.
Yeah, this has definitely been the trickiest part.
Yeah.
You can tell by how little we're talking.
I was like, I gotta focus on this flower.
Exactly. Total concentration.
What did you all find harder, the clouds, mixing of the colors, or the grass and the flowers?
I would say the flowers have been the hardest for me so far.
I think mixing the colors. I just had that bad experience. You know?
Yeah.
Baby poo.
I found the blending to be the hardest because my paint kept drying too fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Did you like wet your brush when you tried to go over it? Was it like
I did,
oh?
but it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just keep trying.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to stop with the flowers too.
There's literally nowhere else. Except flowers.
Okay, once we get our flowers down, I would take a brown if you have one. If you don't, I would mix black and green together. And I'm just gonna do brown and green to make like a darker shade or a different shade of green. To draw like the little stems.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
If you need that. Sometimes you just don't. Some of my flowers don't. But like this one here, I'll just draw a stem. And you can use the same green too that you had before. Ooh, made it too thick. Oh no. No. So it's like as you need it kind of thing, not really don't have to if you feel like you don't need to.
All right, adding the stems helped.
I'm just gonna pretend that flower in the back is also a different flower. I can't fix mine, so it's like I'll have to fix it when it dries, so it's fine. And then the last step is to add kind of like the reflection on the grass of the sky.
Oh, jeez.
So we're just gonna take.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
It sounds complicated.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a lighter green color. So I might. I thought I was gonna do yellow and green, but I actually have a light green color. I don't know why I was pulling out white. Just take a lighter green color. So the green that you had before, add some yellow or white into it. Not too much, but just a little bit. And then I would just make like little thin grass blades. It sounds complicated, but this is like the most basic part.
Okay, I can do that.
Basic, or easiest way to do it. Not basic, but easiest way I found.
Okay.
Just like really thin lines is what you want to do. Nothing like this. I think I can just... It's wet enough for me to kind of smear over it, but... Then if you have like obvious like shapes of blades, you can just kind of trace next to it like this to create like a light reflection.
Oh, okay.
And then you can also do with like use different shades of green too. Lighter shades of green if you want to make it more dimensional. And you don't need to add so much. Only a few streaks go like a long way.
Okay.
If you really want it to be accurate, you would have to do like colors of like green tones of like pink and orange and of the background. But I really don't know how to make those colors with just primary color, so we can just use light green.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, and there, that's pretty much it.
Hooray!
Oh, so fun.
We're done. Took a little much longer than I thought it would. Apparently painting the smaller one only took me like 30 minutes, but doing a canvas was definitely longer.
Well, and you had to wait for all of us.
Yeah.
Do the instructions. Talk about poo.
I had more fun doing it with you all than I had doing it alone.
Oh,
It
good.
was more stress doing it alone, but I feel like it turned out better with everyone.
Oh, yeah, yours looks friggin' amazing.
So, yeah, it looks real.
Yeah.
It's my second time painting it, so it should look a little better.
You had some learnings from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to switch us back over to our panelist view so we can all show our art a slightly bigger for people on the stream. Everybody ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
I guess.
Ready? Are we doing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, mine
I'm
just
gonna keep it
turns me
far away though.
invisible.
Don't get too close, right?
Oh,
I think everyone saw mine on the...
I love it. Oh, yeah, Primes, your clouds are great.
I'm really happy with my clouds.
They have that nice depth with the shadow.
Yeah, I tried to think of where it would natural
Today,
cloud
I like how
shadows.
your filter's just like blurring it up.
Yeah, it looks much better this way anyway.
Oh,
Janae actually painted something really inappropriate. No,
it's censored.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
It
so
makes
amazed.
the blending look much better.
No, yours looks great, Janae.
Oh, it looks great.
Okay.
Yes.
I like how everyone was very unique.
Right?
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome work. Well,
yeah, I'm excited to go back and I'm excited to go back and do more on my clouds.
Yeah, I definitely have to wait.
That's all I wanted to say.
I want to fix my field of flowers. I don't know how I'm gonna do that though.
I know, same.
Like this is my first time I drew less flowers, and I think that helped. I was kind of going willy-nilly on this one, so I might I might just, I don't know, figure it out. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Or not, I might just leave it alone at this point.
Yeah.
Accept as it
Yeah.
Acceptance is part of being an artist, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Knowing
And I
when
think it
to
looks
let
great.
go. All right. Well, thank you so much, Marium. That was super fun.
Yeah, I hope everyone had a good time and didn't stress out too much. Mixing and blending colors.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with everyone too.
Yes.
Can't wait to do it again.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
I don't know.
Let
I
us
don't
know in
it's
chat.
like, are we blending colors again?
Let us know in chat if what you'd want us to see, or sorry, what you want us to paint next. Maybe like a theme or a specific subject. Let us know. We'd love to hear
Something
from you.
geeky.
Yeah.
I want to try watercolors next time, but
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
I think that would be fun.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, it looks like we are all queued up to raid Jesteria, who is playing Breath of the Wild, which is very timely considering Tears of the Kingdom comes out this week. I'm so excited. Zelda fans. Really quickly before we leave, coming up on the GeekGirlCon channel on Tuesday, we're playing the Three Sisters board game with Abby and Joe. It is a like agriculture board game based on the idea of an indigenous agriculture practices, the Three Sisters, which, if you remember from our stream like a year ago, is corn, climbing beans, and squash. Anyway, yeah, it should be fun. Definitely tune in for that and learn a new board game. And then on Tuesday, we're nurturing nature with, I think, who's going to be on? Janae, tell us about that.
Emerald will be there. Emerald will be there, and Julie will be there. I think Christina might be there too.
Amazing. And we're learning how to take care of our indoor plants, is that right?
Indoor and outdoor plants, yeah.
Oh,
just general plant guidelines.
Amazing.
Your plants will look a lot better than some of our flowers. Well, my flowers at least.
All right, y'all. I think we already actually rated, so we'll go ahead and put on this.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us.